Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm here to defend Adnan Syed from the evidence given by the podcast Serial, hosted by Sarah Koenig. To have my audience understand the circumstances, I'll be summarizing the hour of podcast I listened to. Basically, what happened was that the body of Ha Ming Lee was discovered by some guy who just wanted to take a leak. So Adnan Syed was arrested because some kid named Jay decided to snitch on his so-called good friend. Adnan Syed says that he didn't do it, claims to have been near the library when the crime had begun. And a girl named Aisha remembers that Adnan was in the library, which was considered a contradiction because two stories are similar but not the same. I stand for Adnan's innocence for a few reasons. First is Jay. It was stated in the podcast that Jay wasn't entirely consistent with his story, and he stated that Adnan had been flexing the murder in front of Jay. Although it was stated by the mass populace that Adnan was a good person, so it would be a contradicting for Adnan to be nice, but also tell Jay that he's going to murder a girl and start flexing afterwards. Also, when being questioned, Jay struggled with the details like who dug more, which I learned from a YouTube video was also a sign of dishonesty, though the probability of its accuracy isn't too high. Adnan's own justification for his innocence also made perfect sense. There was no reason that is worth so much as for him to kill an ex-girlfriend. Another link to his innocence that I found comes from the memory commentary that Sarah had made in the beginning of the podcast. This could link to Syed's innocence because when he was questioned about the day of the murder, Syed claimed that he didn't remember anything aside from the details that linked it to the importance of the day, like his friend's birthday, which on first hand would sound suspicious, but thinking about it, Syed had a long time to make up a plausible justification, but he didn't, supporting the idea that without a single significant it's almost impossible to remember a day, which would also contribute to Syed's legitimacy. Along with this, there are also the broader factors like Aisha remembering Adnan in the library, somewhat matching Adnan's story of being a place near the library, and how Adnan telling everyone that he outright did not commit the crime even after being in jail, which most will likely use the time to justify themselves to appeal the punishment. These are the reasons why that I believe that Adnan Syed is innocent. I could be wrong, maybe I'm right, but just the information given from a single hour of podcast, this was the end result that I have squeezed out. A very short podcast, but I hope it's still considered one.